welcome back to my channel at Oso Victoria, where I sell on Etsy, Artfire, eBay, and Poshmark. And I'm going to be going over what I sold in the last 2 weeks of March. So let me get started with that. So I sold 17 items in those 2 weeks from March 16th to the 31st. And I'm going to put up here where I sold what at, and I'm going to go over the gross, the fees, the net cost, and the cost of goods. So let me start with the gross. It was $350.05. And I already said I sold 17 items, right? Okay, so the gross was $350.05. And the fees, the shipping fees, some of the shipping fees, and the platform fees were $85.51, and the cost of goods was $13.08. But excuse me. But keep in mind that 3 of those were patterns that I usually kind of estimate 25 cents because I never really paid much more than 25 cents for them. But some cases I did, and some cases I paid a lot less for the patterns. 4 of these items were unknown what they cost, so I probably bought them I may have bought them at the bins like 10 years ago. I don't know, long time ago. I'll mention those when I get to the items. And 2 of these items were free. So my total net sales for all that was $264.54. And there's probably a few other fees I should take out of that. It doesn't include taxes. Would be my monthly Artfire fee of $5.95. And so I tried to hit these numbers on the head, but my accounting isn't the best. And so it's all pretty good estimates to the penny. And at the end, I will tell you what I sold in each platform if you're not counting as I go through these. Okay, so let me get started with the first thing I sold on the 16th on Poshmark. I really like this t-shirt. Was the Signa Beer t-shirt. I like the graphic print on that with that baby. It says "Love Mommy," and then down in the corner there it had a little yellow Volkswagen bug. So I had listed that on August 28th. I had picked it up at the Goodwill here in town for $2.69. And my profit on that was $11.71. I would have surely liked to have sold it for more and get a lot more because probably because I really liked it. But the fellow that did buy this, he asked me, he said, if you get one in red to let him know, and I certainly will. So he got a great t-shirt for a great price, and that's good. That makes your customers happy. The next thing I sold also on the 16th was this Bowden one-piece multicolored floral swimsuit. I sourced that also at the Goodwill. In fact, I've got 2 Bowdens and this one sold. I paid $4 for it. I had it also listed in August, and my profit on that was $20. And also on the 16th, I sold this over on Etsy. I sold this vintage 80s blue check rayon dress. It's a button front, kind of a shirt dress, but it had the little attached vest to it. I had that listed last year in March. I don't know where I got it from because in my inventory, for some reason, I didn't have it marked down. I may have picked it up at a thrift store or got it at an estate sale, in a haul of goods at an estate sale. Don't know. Anyway, my profit on it sold for $38, and my profit on that was $22.61. And the bathing suit sold for $30, and the t-shirt, hold on, sold for $18. Okay, wanted to cover that. Okay, so that was in my Etsy shop. Went to New York. So a lot of things to New York. And this is also in my one of my Etsy shops. I have 3 Etsy shops. And so this was in my collectible Etsy shop. And this was a vintage fit and glass kitty cat figurine. And I showed this one in a haul. And I listed it March 10th of this year. Sold for $28, and I have seen them listed for up to $50 and more. But I thought $28 was a good enough price. And it cost me $2.49. I bought it in Redding, California. Is it Redding? Seems like this one was more down in Wairika. At Miranda's thrift store. For some reason, I'm thinking this was in Eureka. I picked this up for $2. Like I said, $2.49, and so my profit on that was $21.93. It sold March 17th, so 7 days later it sold because I had it marked at a very sellable price for Fenton kitty cat glass figurine collectors. And there are quite a few of those listed on eBay and on eBay, maybe a few on Etsy. Anyway, mine sold on Etsy. And next on March 18th, which is my birthday, yay, I sold this. This is an exciting sale. For me, this is a very exciting sale. I sold these vintage 50s, 60s brocade heels. The brand was Mr. Easton, and occasionally you'll see those in the vintage labels. They're a fabric pump with a little fishnet sides on them. I sold those in April. Oh, no, I listed them April 2018, and I sold them for $45, and my profit was $30.28. And I got those at an estate sale. It says here in Central Point. So it was one of the estate sales of those estate people I love. And but it was a different one than this past summer one. But what is really exciting about these went to Maisel Costumes in Brooklyn, New York. So if you ever watch the Marvelous Miss Maisel is on Netflix. So anyway, these went to her costume department in New York. So who knows? Maybe an upcoming season, if you watch the actress's feet, they may be on an extra's feet. They may be on one of the co-characters. Who knows? They're a size 7. So whoever had 7 feet, or they may not be used at all. But anyway, to me, that was a very exciting sale going to a show I watched on Netflix. So these next ones I sold on Poshmark, and these are 1970s Raggedy Ann and Andy Banks. They had their little tags with them. They were so cute. I had them listed in my Etsy shop, but they did, and then I put them on Poshmark, and they did sell on Poshmark for $28, and my profit on that was $22.40. These were given to me from my daughter Penelope Rose. She's the one that my art fire shop is named after, and she's the one that she gives me clothes and she brings me collectibles. She'll be in the thrift stores and she sees something really cute and affordable and she knows it's vintage. She'll pick it up for me to sell. So let me see. So it didn't cost me anything, but I listed it on Etsy, my Etsy shop, in May of 2017, and then I listed in my Poshmark shop March this year. And so let's see, they sold March of this year also. So that was pretty cool. They were so cute. You know, sometimes it's sad to see such cute things go. They're adorable. Little plastic coin banks from a bank somewhere. Had the label of the bank, but not a bank I recognize. So, and then on the 20th of March, on my Art Fire shop, my Penelope Rose Art Fire shop, I sold this vintage sewing pattern. It's a 1980s Butterick, and I sold it for $8. And let me see, my profit on that was $7.06. It was a pattern I've had forever. I listed it originally on my art fire shop in April of 2016. So 4 years later, it sold for $8, profit $7. So that was a good one. And then they're on back to Poshmark on the 20th of March. I sold this Masayumo Black Rayon Mermaid maxi skirt. This was given to me by my other daughter. Her name is Crystal. That was giving me all those other clothes of hers she's going through. And I listed it in February sometime. Like I said, it sold on the 20th. Um, Profit on that was $6.93. I sold it for $12. I did an offer to like her, so there was a discounted shipping fee on that. And then back over my Cameron D Etsy shop where I sell the collectibles. I sold this vintage Knox Berry Farm mini case. So it had Ghost Town printed on one side and Chapel by the Lake printed on the other side. Sold it for $12. I picked it up at the Emporium shop. That's where they have all those little booths and all those little in the building. All these little, everybody, they could be imported, they could be vintage, they could be handmade, they could be new, whatever. It's just those little vintage or little booths they have in those resale shops. And so anyway, I picked it up for $1 and I had listed it in March of 2018. So that was 2 years. So things on my Cameron D Etsy shop didn't sell very fast, but then I list very, very seldom on there. I mean, it's either I'm listing on vintage on Etsy, just started up my Poshmark closet last year, and then started really listing from August. So I'm a part-time seller, so I don't list a lot. And when I do list a lot, I notice I have a lot of sales. So that's a really good thing. So anyway, it sold on the 22nd. My profit was $8.69. And this little, I just bought this and see I listed on Etsy and then it sells. So this was a little vintage pewter teapot, little wall hooky thing. And I got that at the Goodwill here in town and it cost $1, but I just thought it was really cute with all these little rows of teapots that would be cute for little pot holders. So in my photos, I showed different ways you could use them. I didn't show how you could use them for keys, but I showed them how you could use them for like little pot holders because I have a little collection of crocheted vintage pot holders. So anyway, it sold for $18. It was signed on the back. I listed it March 10th and it sold March 24th. Like I said, for $18. My profit was $14.82. And back over my Art Fire shop, I sold this vintage Vogue dress pattern. It's a larger size pattern from the 40s. And I sold it for $25. And it went to Canada. In fact, I've been selling quite a few patterns to Canada, Australia. Sold one to Germany today. So let's say I sold it for $25, and that's probably because it was a Vogue pattern and from the 40s. And I had it listed April 25th of 2012. Was that 8 years ago? Got it at a yard sale. Oh, so I don't know how much I paid. I paid 25 cents for this one. And my profit on that was $26.56. And then over on Poshmark, on the 20th, I sold this Space Jam black unisex graphic tee for $10, which is a pretty good deal for this one because I looked on eBay, I looked on Poshmark, and there was no Space Jam shirts that I could find with this yellow guy in it. And I don't know who the yellow guy is. So not sure what character he was. And then I started to watch the movie because it's on Netflix, but I couldn't get into it. I did watch it years and years ago. So anyway, I sold it for $10. I don't remember where I picked it up at. I could have gotten it from my son-in-law, but I don't have it written down that I did. I listed it November of this year, and my profit on that was $4.93. So don't know if it went to a Space Jam collector. Maybe so. Maybe they'll know. Maybe they know who that guy is. on that. But like I said, I did not see any other T-shirts with that guy on it. Different prints, but not that one. So back over on my Artfire, Penelope Rose Artfire shop on the 22nd, I sold this Simplicity pattern, 1980s. It had the envelope was missing on this. And that's probably why I sold it for $3. Yay! But it was a cute little fitted jacket, full skirt pattern. I mean, the pattern was all there. It may have even been uncut. So I had that listed October 2014. It was something I've had here at my house. I also know that it cost me 25 cents, or that I charged whatever my pattern's 25 cents. I have no idea what it cost to buy it. And my profit on that was $1.81. So hopefully somebody for $3, they got a good deal on a vintage 80s sewing pattern. Cute design. That jacket is really kind of cute with that full skirt. And then over in my Etsy shop, let's see, this went to Canada. It's a vintage 60s, 70s nightgown duster dress. So it's actually a dress. It was white with a little yellow embroidered trim. I don't know where I got it. Once again, it could have been a yard sale, it could have been the bins, it could have been the Goodwill. There was a time period when I wasn't writing everything down because I was so busy doing other stuff to sit down and write down all my inventory. I didn't, but I'm pretty. I like keeping track of my inventory, where I got it, where I picked it up, how much it cost, like when I picked it up, that sort of thing. So anyway, I had listed it in February of 2019, so last year, and it sold on the 25th for $18, and my profit on that was $14.58. And on eBay, is this my only eBay sale? Maybe, I don't know. I sold this Speed Zone Race Gear Rare Bear Air Racing Team Polo shirt. I had sold another one last week, the week before. I'd actually bought 3 of these shirts at a Gospel Rescue Mission thrift store over in Brookings, over at the coast. I bought those in March of 2018, and I had them listed. I think I have them listed. Maybe I only have them listed on eBay. So the other one sold, and then this one sold. So I have one more that's a large woman's in black, and it says Beverly on it. And I looked up, and the Rare Bear Air Racing is an air racing club of some sort, I think. And so anyway, I listed it November 2019. It cost $1. I paid $1 for each one. And it sold for $35, so full price on eBay. So my profit on that was $26.94. And then back over on Artfire to the patterns. I sold this on the 30th, March 30th. I sold this Simplicity girls dress, this little boho country peasant prairie dress for $6. And going to United States because I know things are going to Canada. I actually paid $1 for it, so I had that listed. I got it at the Gleaners thrift store, and the Gleaners, if you don't know what they are, that is a group of people, a nonprofit that go to orchards or gardens, and they glean the fruit and the produce from gardens, people that invite them to get the produce or that go pick the fruit off the trees, and so they glean it, and then they have a food program also where they distribute the food. I don't think they give it to where I used to work at Access that has like 23 food banks. I don't know, but anyway, they distribute the food in the county or wherever they glean it. I think it's probably not only statewide, countrywide nonprofit. Anyway, they had a thrift store. Thrift store has since closed down, unfortunately, because I really liked that thrift store and I got some really super, super good deals there. And I had this pattern listed on May 2017. It sold on the 30th of March for $6, and my profit was $7.47. And the last thing that sold over on my Etsy shop uh, was this vintage pumpkin orange leather clutch wallet. It looked like it had never been used, had a little coin purse on the side, and that sold for $18. I picked that up at an estate sale, I believe, but for some reason I didn't have it marked down, but I'm pretty sure that's where I picked it up at, unless I got it at the Goodwill. I don't know. Anyway, I listed it March 6th of this year, and it sold on the 31st of this year, and my profit on that was $15.82. So that's everything that sold for um, the last 2 weeks of March. And let me break down here in what shops and how much each shop made. So in my Also Victoria shop, where I sell the vintage and the accessories and the jewelry, vintage jewelry, I sold 4 items for a total of $83.23. And so this is all without subtracting the fees and stuff. And over my Cameron D shop, where I sell the collectibles, I sold 3 items for a total of $45.45. And in my Penelope Rose Art Fire shop, where I sell patterns, vintage patterns, newer patterns, fabric, sewing stuff, I have a few other things over there too. I sold 4 items for a total of $42.90. And on my Poshmark, also Victoria Poshmark closet, I sold can't talk, 5 items for $65.97. And in my eBay, also Victoria, I sold 1 item for $26.94. And so that's what sold the last 2 weeks in March. I hope you enjoy. I got some kind of content out of there for what sold, where, why, how much, that sort of thing. And thank you for watching, and subscribe. Hit the like button. I do appreciate that. And I will just keep on posting more content because I really enjoy doing this. And my content will be hauls and what sold, and what I'm going to post after this that I've already videoed is some clothing I had made, some to sell or think about selling, or just, and I had that information in one of my other videos, and just some things I liked. So, okay, thank you so much. These are one of my thank you cards I stick in my Poshmark packages. I have a lot of them.